And right before the break, this was the scene inside Wintrust Arena after Natasha Cloud got that bucket. She wanted her voice heard. We have talked about the conversations surrounding the W. That is Enes Kanter in the building today.
Man, could somebody please come get Enes Kanter? Because this man just randomly decided on a Sunday afternoon to visit and attend a WNBA game in which he was heckling fans on the way into the arena.
Bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass out of Chicago.
I'm not touching him. I'm just saying, fuck you,
Okay. You were sorry in the league. You were sorry in the league. Sorry ass. You were sorry in the league. You were sorry in the league. You wouldn't even do good in this league. You sorry ass. Sorry. No, you ain't good. You ain't good here. You ain't good here. You got no police with you. Man, you a kid.
Was heckling players in the actual ongoing game on the floor and ultimately got ejected and thrown out of the game and the entire arena.
I'm supporting women, and that is the reason that they're kicking me out. This is unacceptable.
Excuse me.
Push back just a little bit more.
For why? So in case you haven't really understood what was going on today, Enes Kanter decided to attend the Fever and Sky game in Chicago. And again, what actually possessed him to attend a game on just a random Sunday? Who knows? I mean, of course, this matchup was between the Fever and the Sky, in which the Fever play a part in this because, you know, Sophie Cunningham had things to say about the transgender, the whole transgender hot topic of the WNBA, which Kanter somehow unreasonably, we don't know why, threw his hat into that conversation by declaring for the WNBA draft as a full cis man. And like, again, this is just weird behavior because he was an NBA player. He played in the NBA for multiple years. He had his time in the NBA. And again, it just seems like this is just trolling on his part to get attention. And of course, he had some things that he was interfered with in his own country as far as kind of getting relegated out of the whole country and thrown out and kind of ran out of his own country, which there's a lot with that, and changing his last name. So there's been a lot going on with Kanter to the point where it seems like is his message actually thorough? Is he actually doing this for legitimate reasons? Is it for clout, for attention? We don't know. But this is before we even got into the game. The game went on, and towards the end of the game, there was an altercation between Kanter and one of the guards for the Sky. As the game was going on, Natasha Cloud, there was like a back and forth that happened between them, which was shown here.
Chicago staying in it. Natasha Cloud. And right before the break, this was the scene inside Wintrust Arena after Natasha Cloud got that bucket.
So, yeah, you can see she's pretty worked up about that. And, again, it's because everyone's seen what this guy's been up to with the whole declaring for the draft. And even you can see the shirt he was wearing. It's like a definition of a woman, which, again, these are kind of things. It's like, is he really doing this for attention or is he doing it for clout? Because it was a video shown after he was escorted out of his seat and outside of the arena, heading out to the arena, where he was saying that this is ridiculous, that he was here to support women's sports. But again, it's like, if you're doing all these antics, my guy, are you really doing this for the right reasons, or is this just trolling? Like, we don't know what your intentions are with this. So it just seems to make your message not go over well with the public and the players. As you can see, Natasha Cloud was super fired up about it. The fans, that fan you saw in Chicago that was going into the arena with him, super fired up. And yeah, it's just not a good look overall. And so after the game, after getting kicked out, he went online on X and went and tweeted this. It says, "I just got kicked out of a WNBA game for supporting women. Let that sink in, America, American flag." So again, seeing this kind of tweet, it really looks like he's going after a certain demographic. You can pretty much tell what that is from this tweet. And then after that, he says, another tweet says, "There's always women hating on other women." Dog, are you saying you're a woman? Like, again, it's like he's joking that he's transgender. He's considering what he considers a woman. It's just like a big joke to him. It seems like he's doing all this to be a big joke. Like it's, one certain news demographic that he's shooting towards. It's almost like he's trying to make a mockery of this, which to the WNBA players that are just trying to keep this about ball, that's trying to keep this about sports, you can see why they had the reaction when Natasha Cloud on the court. It's just like, dude, you're making a mockery of what we're doing. Like, we didn't bring this into your sport with the NBA when you were playing. We're not trying to do this when trying to take away your spotlight. Like, this was about the game, the sport, between, two teams, the Fever and the Sky. And now it's just like all of this other stuff that's off the court nonsense that's being talked about. And it's just kind of like, from their perspective, I can see that as well. It's kind of like a slap in the face, ultimately. So, yeah, man, 2026 has just been wild. Like, I would have never thought that Enes Kanter, of all people, would be carrying the flag for what is going on to be just a absolutely insane narrative going around the WNBA. And it's wild. The WNBA has a lot of things that just go on, not even related to the sport, just off the court. Like this, the transgender topic just kind of came out of left field. And as long as the WNBA has been around, it hasn't really been a topic. But it's more or less just kind of a political talking point, which is unfortunate because the league is more popular than ever as far as what these ladies are doing on the court. The topic should be about, players like Olivia Miles, the rookie sensation that's just taken over the league, that's been in MVP conversations, just stuff about that. And then you can say like Caitlin Clark, of course, who's always in the news cycle, but there's a lot of good stuff going on as far as, the actual game itself. But, stories like this just kind of dominate, and it's unfortunate because it's not like really about the sport itself. Like nobody, like you should be watching for the actual games and not for the headlines that are coming out of this with the Enes Kanter, people just making the cloud and, stuff being thrown on the court. That's a whole different topic. If you haven't seen that, can't show that. But yeah, man, it's just unfortunate. So we got to see what Enes Kanter with his end game is with this, because ultimately we pretty much know what it is, but he's going to say more. I'm sure he's going to get an interview on a certain news channel where he's going to go into more depth, play victim, all that stuff where, we know what your intentions were going into this game, to ruffle feathers. That's why you wore the shirt. That's why you did all the antics you did. So, yeah, let's see what happens. But, yeah, that's been the report on this. So, when more things come out about it, we'll talk about it. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like and subscribe.